Goodness me, the long-awaited road guide. I deeply do apologize for taking forever to make this video. Anyway, hi y'all. This is my first ever YouTube video, and it's gonna be about tips and tricks and a lot of stuff about Miss Anna Marie. She's not much of a difficult character, but it might take a few minutes or more to learn her kit without button mashing. Okay? And trust when I say this, it's more fun clicking the right buttons than clicking all kinds of buttons and hoping for the best. And a small little heads up. I ain't one of the best rogue players out there, so if you don't find this video all that helpful, then I'm pretty sure there are other videos out there you can find with more advanced players. Like, I can't name anyone from the top of my head. Like, I know that there's some better rogue players out there. But if y'all do find this quite helpful, then I'm most certainly glad that I could help you, sugar. Now, without further ado, let's get into this video. I'm quite excited. Alright, so we're obviously gonna put on Rogue to go, because, yeah, do not mind any of these texts back here. Okay, we don't see this. Anywho, let's just get into it with this video. I'm kind of excited to show y'all at the same time. I'm a little like, because I don't know what to say. But let's take a look at my settings. Okay, I have not touched my settings whatsoever. The only thing I might have tempered with is the sensitivity. Okay, high sensitivity, no aim assist. First, we have our primary fire. No cooldown, you should be good. Next, we have our fatal attraction. Punch and pull. You can do a lot with this. I really love this move so much. You click your L1 button twice, or whatever button you use to do this. I ain't so sure for your PC players. See, it's not all that hard. You're learning. Next, we have the chrono kicks. She punches up into the air. She grants you 2 kicks. And she come crashing down, pressing the button again. Goodness, I love being a rogue man. Alright, next we got our Southern Brawl. For this move, you want to hold your L2 button and then press R2, and you'll get this. See, okay, you're getting there. Oh goodness, poor Luna, oh no. The L2 is called defensive stance. Do not hold it down for so long because the meter, it goes down very fast, and it takes a long time to recharge. You can block certain moves, but not everything, so be careful. A little later on in the video, I can show y'all some of what she can and cannot block. Next, we have her absorption. She steals certain abilities. There's some abilities she can't steal. Now, it should be something up top that shows you what ability she can steal. See? Right there. But for certain characters, like Rogue herself, Moon Knight, Angela, Black Cat, Punisher, Winter Soldier, Black Widow, Black Panther, Deadpool, Elsa Bloodstone, Hawkeye, Ultron, Iron Man, Mr. Fantastic, Penny Parker, Star-Lord, and Rocket Old Raccoon. Absorbing these abilities will just give you your fatal attraction back. Here's a little example. Yay! You're learning. Here are the cooldowns. Fatal attraction, 13 seconds. Chrono kick combo, 10 seconds. Southern Brawl, 6 seconds. And ability absorption, 25 seconds. But it depends. And I'll show you why later. But let's get into all the abilities she can absorb. First, we have Storm, Bruce Banner, Loki, Doctor Strange, Mantis, Hela, Dagger, and Cloak, Groot, Magic, Luna Snow, Squirrel Girl, Venom, Spider-Man, Fear Magneto, Wanda, Thor, Namor, Adam Warlock, Jet the Land Shark, Psylocke, Wolverine, Iron Fist, my favorite ability to steal because I like the meditation, Invisible Woman, Blade, Phoenix, Emma Frost, Human Torch, the Fiend, Daredevil, and yes, she can see Invisible Woman, Psylocke, and anyone else who turns invisible. We got Granny, last White Fox. That's all the abilities. And now, I'm going to tell you what abilities have certain cooldowns on them. First, we have Wolverine's ability. When you use it, it goes at a 40-second cooldown. Storm, Loki, Thor, Adam Warlock, Human Torch, Emma Frost, Invincibility. When you use it, it goes at a 30-second cooldown. Moon Knight, Punisher, Strange, Hawkeye, Captain America, Angela, Rocket Raccoon, Black Panther, Black Widow, Iron Man, Ultron, Star-Lord, Penny Parker, Winter Soldier, Mr. Fantastic, Deadpool, Elsa Bloodstone, Black Cat, Groot, Magic, Venom, Spider-Man, Magneto, Scarlet Witch, Namor, Iron Fist, Psylocke, Thing, Phoenix, Rogue, Daredevil, and Gambit. Once you use one of their abilities, you get a 25-second cooldown. Hulk, Mantis, Hela, Dagger, Cloak, Luna, Squirrel Girl, Invisible Woman, Jeff the Land Shark, and White Fox. Once you use one of their abilities, you get a 20-second cooldown. You try and steal somebody's ability and they have low health. You get a 10-second cooldown and no ability steal. Alright, now let's talk about the team up. There is some things people might not know about the team up, but I'm gonna tell you. Alright, so her ability comes from Gambit. So basically what it does is that it heals nearby allies when you're doing damage to opponents. And it does damage to nearby enemies when you're doing damage to another enemy of theirs. If that makes sense, I can't put my words together right now. And also it does a lot of damage, a lot. Here's an example. When I'm hitting the enemy, it hits a nearby ally. It's very, very useful team up. I love it. Now right here, I am hitting the enemy and it's doing damage to a nearby enemy. Very, very useful. Alright, now let's go on with her ult. She trains other ultimates, and depending on what role you're observing, it will give her buffs. Like Strategist, you get healing. Duelist, you'll deal more damage. And Vanguard, you get more health. If you look very close, you can see I'm draining some of Iron Fist's ult. This only works if it's above 80%, no less. The ultimate works really, really good with the team up. Imagine this with Gambit's ultimate, plus the team up, plus there being some duels and supporting here. You're basically just overpowered. Here are a few mistakes I'm seeing a lot of rogue players do. I've seen a lot of rogue players use their absorption first before using their fatal attraction by going against a character that gives you your fatal attraction back. That's not the way to do it. Instead, you should always use your fatal attraction first, use your absorption next, and then use your fatal attraction again. That's if you haven't used your fatal attraction yet, and it's on cooldown. And if you're absorbing a character that gives you your fatal attraction back. But hey, you can always do whatever you want. It's your idea, not mine. Another thing I always see from some rogue players is that they will use their ultimate with no health. There's no support or tank on the enemy team in their ult, so that they can gain extra health and healing. All of their moves are on cooldown. They will use their ults, and this will happen. Don't do this. Please don't do this. So before you use your ultimate, always make sure that there is some kind of strategist or Vanguard inside your ultimate so you can gain extra health and that you can also get a lot of healing. Here's another thing I see a lot of other rogue players do. And I feel so bad. I always feel bad seeing them do this and I always want to say something about it. I know it's quite scary to go against a huge team, but do not hold your defensive stance for so long. Do not do that. Because remember, your defensive stance is the only reason why you could use your Southern Brawl. Did you know? Rogue can stop ults with her absorption. Here's an example in practice range, and here's an example in real game. So Rogue's defensive stance, it is not like a wall, it is more of a parry. Here's something crazy that not much people know. When you're blocking from damage, there is a little green meter that goes up. You see how that just went up? That's for her Southern Brawl. Blocking with something that does a lot of damage to your defensive stance, it brings that green meter up, causing it to do more damage when you use your Southern Brawl. Blockable ults that I only know are Magneto, Iron Man, and Phoenix. Crowd control ultimates cannot be blocked, so don't try and block them because it's not going to work. And do not try and do this with Punisher's ult. Keep in mind, blocking those ults, it will still take damage, but at least you won't die. So, yeah, you should be good. Alright, here are a few tips that I got for you. The first one is that you can save your kicks when you do the counter kick combo. Instead of using your kicks right away, you press R3 and you can use your surge punches instead. You can get really creative with this, but I'll show y'all my combos or some of my combos at the end of the video. Almost at the end of the video. But anyway, I'm not so sure what button it is for PC or Xbox, only know what it is for PlayStation. So yes, you don't have to use your kicks right away. You can save them. Trust me, this is just so creative. Like, just wait. Alright, another tip I got for you. When you see a Squirrel Girl get ready to do this move of hers, you use your chrono kicks immediately. You can hit her from afar with your kicks. This was something that I used a long time ago. When there is too much going on in the fight, do not be scared to run away, even if that means using all of your moves, because all of her moves can get you to where you need to go. But if you don't feel like using your ability absorption because you have to wait so long for it to come back, here is an alternative. It still gets you to where you need to go. Now, some people might not know this, but you can actually knock fly yourself in the air with your Southern Brawl or with your Fatal Attraction by doing this. Sometimes it'll work, sometimes it won't, which I'm not so sure why it doesn't work half the time. Here's me doing it in a real game. Here is another tip that I'm pretty sure some of us know. You can save yourself from falling or getting spitting out by Jeff. Don't expect to be able to save yourself all the time because some of these Jeff mains are a little way too smart. You won't even have the chance to save yourself. Unfortunately. I think we should just nerf Jeff. Next, we have the curve. This is actually pretty useful for trying to hide behind things, trying to get to somebody, like in this clip right here. Alright, on to the next tip. Some people may not know this, but when you go to do your chrono kick, you can actually get up higher if you look up. This saves you from getting swallowed by Jeff or trying to get up to higher places. Here is an example. Well, that's all the tips I have for you, so I guess let's get into it with these combos. Okay, so these combos might be a little too quick for you guys, and that's fine. So I'll start off with the beginner combos, and then I'll start off with like the, you know, the more faster, kind of complicated combos. So yeah, let's start. Here's a simple combo that I use on strategists or duelists. Very short and not complicated whatsoever. Should be easy. Now, me and you know that Luna is not going to let you beat on her like that. So, if she does tend to heal, I guess this is another combo you could use on her. Here's a combo that I do on Duelist that has 275 base health or more. I like doing this combo because it's fun and it's just so satisfying to me. You don't really have to overextend like this, but if you like to be fancy, you can. Before the tenacity thing existed, I would always use this combo on the tank. It kind of still works, but the tenacity just throws it off, but it's still a little something. For this combo, you'll have to move quite fast. It's somewhat hard, but it's not all that hard. Going against two people, there's a lot of combos you could do. Here's just like an extra combo. And keep in mind, this absorption is optional. You don't have to do it. Don't mind the long pause in this combo. I was trying to reposition my controller in my hand.
Double KO. Stay down now, sugar.
There's a huge chance that the two people that you're going to go against aren't going to be spaced out like this. These are just like bots, so I'd expect the duelist or the support to have more health than this, or you could just add in an extra cake if needed. Going against a flyer. These combos are very useful for going against flyers. Here is another combo.
Best stay down now, sugar.
It's going to be quite difficult learning how to go against flyers as rogue, but once you get the hang of it, you'll understand it. It's not all that easy, but you'll get there. And make sure you practice so that you can move fast when doing some of these combos. Well, that was it for this guide. Hopefully it wasn't too complicated and hopefully it made a lot of sense. I don't know if it did or not. I had to build up the energy to actually edit this and just put all this together. I'm so happy that I'm finished with all this. And I'm happy that I could help you guys learn how to play Rogue or somewhat get you guys to there. If the combos were too much or too little, there are always other videos out there. Thanks for watching this video, and I hope that everyone has an amazing, blessed evening, morning, night, and I'll see you guys later in another video. See ya!